What's up everyone, and welcome to the first in new video series, simply called Month in Gunpla, where I'll be looking at all of the Gundams that have been released in the past month, show you each of them with a quick breakdown, and give you my recommended kit of the month. This month we saw the release of two high-grade kits. The HGUC EZ8 from the 8th MS team. There is the high-grade Age 1 Full Glansa, or Full Glansa as it says on here. And next we have the real grade Destiny Gundam from the series Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Destiny. And last up we have the Master Grade Jesta from the series Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. So let's have a look at each kit up close. So first up, with a name that sounds like a convenience store or sleazy motel, the EZ8. Looking like something much closer to reality than most Gundams, you could almost imagine this mobile suit could actually exist. A lot of people think the EZ8 is an ugly looking Gundam, but I think it looks awesome. As much as I love the traditional red, blue and white with a V-fin antenna, this design definitely suits the grittier tone of the 8th MS OVAs. The off-white looks awesome, the decals look great, and some nice detail here and there, especially around the head. The quality of this kit is great. Just one of those kits you could throw in your bag and bring with you for some photos, and not have to fear it'll be in a million pieces when you get there. No major complaints about the plastic. And the only loose joint is the wrist here. The rest are all good and tight. But this wrist can get a bit annoying when you're trying to put it in particular poses. The accessories that come with this kit are the beam rifle and shield, as you can see are already on it here, as well as two beam sabers, machine gun, and two alternate hands. These ones are for holding the beam sabers, and you have a set here, one for holding the beam rifle and machine gun, and the other one held in a fist. It also comes with this parachute that connects onto the back via these parts here. The parachute is just a big hunk of green plastic, and would have preferred to get the storage container instead. But if you have the ground Gundam, you can attach the storage container you get with that to the EZ8. The articulation on this kit is about average. Decent amount of movement, very poseable due to the fact that it's a very solid kit. No real parts that are a letdown, besides maybe the waist, and the ankles can be blocked at the front and back due to these armor parts. The EZ8 is a great looking and solid little high grade, but I really would only recommend this if you're a fan of the 8th MS team, or the design of the mobile suit itself. Otherwise, there isn't really anything new to see here. Next up is the Age 1 Full Glansa. You won't imagine the pain in the ass it was to get my hands on this kit. I couldn't find this anywhere, as any of my local stores seem to have stopped stocking high grade age kits, and Amazon Japan seems to run out of stock as quickly as a couple of days after release, making me think that they don't actually stock much more kits after the pre-orders are fulfilled, which really makes you wonder about the popularity of high-grade age kits. I have a love-hate relationship with age high-grade kits. For every good kit you get a bad one as well, and to me a lot of the non-Gundam designs are simplistic and not very appealing. But this, however, is one of the good ones, and I'm happy to say that you can build the standard Age 1 normal as well. The Full Glansa armor just clips onto the kit as opposed to being molded onto it. You pretty much have the best of two kits here. The only thing that's really missing is the foil sticker for the cockpit here. But there is a white one here you can use in its stead. Removing the Full Glansa armor is as simple as just clipping it off like this. Personally, I think the kit looks better without the Full Glansa armor parts, as I prefer the less bulky, more streamlined look. But that's just my opinion. The quality of this kit is great. A lot of nice detailed small parts which are really simple to cut out and clean compared to a lot of other kits. You can really see that each time a new line is released, high grade keeps getting better and better. Compared to the high-grade Perfect Strike Gundam that was released in February, which uses the old high-grade Strike mold, this kit is a world apart. For the most part, the nubs are next to non-existent in a lot of places, and where there are nubs, they're not a big deal to clean up. However, the extra Full Glansa parts are the worst part of this kit. The quality is just not on par with the rest of the kit, and the dark plastics, as usual, can mark really easily, and on the whole, doesn't look as sharp as the Age 1 itself. As well as the extra armor, the shield rifles, and the Glastron launchers that come with Age 1 Full Glansa, it also includes the original Age 1 Normals equipment, which is the Dodds rifle, its shield, as well as two beam sabers, which the handles are stored in here on the waist. The Age 1 Full Glansa only comes with one optional hand, this open palmed hand here, as well as the standard hands for holding the Dodds rifle and the beam sabers. The Age 1's articulation is reduced a bit by the addition of the armor. As you can see, the leg doesn't bend as much here, blocked at this point. And the arms can't move out as far as they used to, due to this part here. But all in all, the articulation on this kit isn't too bad. One of the worst parts of this kit is the very loose joint at the waist here. While posing it, it can really easily come loose and pop off. Another really good little kit. If you love the Age 1, this will look great next to your Age 1 normal, Titus and Sparrow. If you're not an Age fan, I would still recommend picking up this kit, as it has a lot of display options and playability due to the extra parts and option to remove the armor. And also this month we got the real grade Destiny Gundam. I love real grade kits. They're so quick to build and the quality is awesome. With this kit I do feel that the real grade line is starting to come out of its infancy, as this kit is both solid and awesome looking. Very similar in many aspects to the Freedom Gundam, but doesn't fall to pieces just by simply picking it up. This kit looks fantastic. The colours look great and the separation of the white sections of the mobile suit into white and grey looks as great as always. Originally, however, there was a really bad seam line here below the V-fin, but that can be easily fixed with a bit of glue. I haven't gotten the time yet to add the decals or line this kit yet, but I'm sure it's going to look even better afterwards. And there's a lot of decals for this kit. The quality of this kit is great. One of the biggest problems on this kit though is that there are some huge nubs on the dark blue sections of this kit, and if you're not careful, could leave a really nasty mark like this one here. The shoulder joints on this kit are quite weak and can tend to pop off sometimes while posing. But the rest of the joints are fine, and the Destiny isn't as likely to fall in half at the waist like the Freedom, even though it shares a similar waist design. There are also a lot of nice gimmicks on this kit. The knee armor moves with the joint as it's bent. The wings can open and close. These parts up here on the shoulder can move about. And it has an opening cockpit. The real grade Destiny comes with a lot of accessories. The beam cannon, the anti-ship sword, the shield, and the beam shield which attaches to the shield, beam rifle, and the beam boomerangs have two sets of beams, a long beam and a short beam. There's also a beam effect for using with the anti-ship sword, a pair of real grade hands, a pair of fists, a single posed hand which can hold the beam rifle or can be used to hold the anti-ship sword, and a pair of open hands where you can see the palm cannons. The kit also includes a pair of beams which don't have any use on the Destiny itself. So all in all, this kit is packed with accessories. The articulation here is what you'd expect from a real grade. That is, it's absolutely amazing. Every joint has quite a range of movement, and the posing possibilities is almost unlimited. This is one amazingly designed kit, and it will keep you entertained for hours. No real loose parts and no real loose joints. This is one solid kit. Sure, the shoulders can pop every now and then, but that's no real big deal. The biggest problem with posability on the Destiny is it's very back heavy. You're not going to be getting any ground poses without some form of base. The Destiny Gundam is another amazing addition to the real grade line. Whether you're a Seed fan or not, I would highly recommend picking this kit up. It's got everything. Accessories, posability, aesthetics, it's got great articulation and it's solid as a rock. Well, as solid as a real grade will get. So I'd say this one's definitely a must buy. And last up this month is the Master Grade Jesta. It's great to see a Master Grade of this suit. This model looks awesome. Unicorn Master Grades are nice and big and make great display pieces. Aesthetically, this kit looks great. The Jesta is definitely my favorite gym style mobile suit. When I first saw the original pictures for this kit, I thought it kinda looked like a scaled up version of the high grade, but they've added a lot of nice features to this kit, and it truly deserves the title of Master Grade. This is one sturdy kit. All the joints are great and there's no real loose parts anywhere. It's the first non-Verka kit to have these new style manipulators with individual finger joints. These are the same as those that came on the new Gundam Verka and the Sinanju Stein. The Jesta does lack some of the typical Master Grade gimmicks, such as the moving knees. The knee armor here stays static as the knee moves. Also, there's a very strange design in the leg here, where you can click this down into place so the knee can't move beyond this point, and pull it out, and it can move around even further. These little hatches on the side here open and close, and the shield arm back here can move around quite a bit, which is really cool. As usual on a Master Grade, the cockpit can open up. The backpack and head can be removed here. This section here can house an LED unit, and when removed, this part here really reminds me of this from the Legilus Gundam. And this has to be my biggest gripe with this kit. You need to purchase the LEDs separately, and to do this you either have to have one of the limited run LEDs from before, pre-order and wait a couple of months to get one from the Bandai store, or buy from a third-party shop that's buying from the Bandai store themselves anyway. It's like the master grade jinx all over again. Speaking of which, you can now order a pink LED from the Bandai store as well now, which is a bit late, I think. I don't know about you, but I would be fine paying a few hundred more yen just to have the damn thing included with the kit, like with the master grade Exia ignition mode, or the no grade 1:100 00 kits. But that's my only real problem with this kit. It's a solid master grade besides. Accessories wise, you have the beam saber, which is housed in here, which uses these standard pink beams. As well as that, you have the beam carbine here, which has this moving handle and this really cool clear sight here. The clip can be removed from the beam carbine, and extra clips are stored here in the forearm. Again, like the Sinanju Stein and the new Gundam, this wrist part here can be a bit weak and can come loose while holding the weapon, so you can get a bit of weapon sag. Posability on the Jesta is about average, which is actually impressive for a Gundam Unicorn Master Grade. Most of the Unicorn Master Grades look fantastic and the builds are really enjoyable, but the overall articulation and posability in the end tends to be quite limited. Unless it's any of the Sinanju kits, which are just all around awesome models. Everything considered, the Master Grade Jesta is an awesome Master Grade and definitely one I'd recommend. It's solid, great articulation. There isn't much in the lines of accessories, it's just got the standard beam carbine and beam saber. However, if you have a look underneath this panel here, you can see that there's a slot underneath, which is more than likely going to be used for a Master Grade Jesta cannon in the future. Because of this, it might be a good idea to hold off and see if Bandai will release a Jesta cannon in the future, which, unlike the high grade, might allow you to build both the cannon and the standard version. And hey, maybe Bandai will be feeling crazy and throw in a red LED as well. So my recommended kit for April 2013 is the Real Grade Destiny. With superior articulation and an amazing set of accessories, the Destiny is just that bit more impressive than the Master Grade Jesta. That slot on the back hints at a Master Grade Jesta cannon release. Bandai is known for releasing more complete versions of kits, like the Exia Ignition mode and the Destiny Gundam Extreme Blast mode. And if they do, let's just hope they include that LED. So that's it for April 2013's Gunpla releases. You might be thinking, hey, where's the Legend BB Zaku? Well, I left that one out because I don't really like SD kits so much. But if you would prefer a more complete month in Gunpla in the future with SD kits included, then let me know in the comments. So thank you very much for watching. See you at the end of this month for May's releases. The high grade full armor Unicorn Gundam, Unicorn mode, and the Gundam Astray Blue Frame 2nd L. As well as the awesome looking Master Grade Isle Strike Gundam remaster version. Just on a random note, I never mentioned that you got a Gundam Tri-Age card with the high grade Age 1 full Glansa. I actually have a whole bunch of these cards stored away. So if you're interested in seeing a video on these cards, or the actual Gundam Tri-Age arcade game, then let me know in the comments. And maybe I'll make a video on it sometime in the future.